What's up, guys? So it's Monday morning. I'm at the good old Walmart because I found out that a certain something just came out and other people are getting it. So because I'm on that particular kick right now, come on back. And I'm so happy my local Walmart had it. The Zordon and Alpha 5 2-pack is actually pretty cool. So unlike other previous 2-packs, which are a bit more expensive, this is only $30. The Alpha looks great. I did pick the one that had the best paint. They had 3 of them. The Zordon doesn't look as bad as purported, but I believe it does light up, so I'll see how bad it looks lit up. Though this will be a pretty cool basis for a diorama. So I mean, this is an easy way to go ahead and start a command center diorama or something like that. So you got a Zordon, you got that, so you just got to build all the consoles and the light up things. So because I'm still hunting stuff, I'm going to run to Target as well, both for things for either me or Rodimus. Also, I was looking for anything NECA turtle related. Nope. So I don't know if people cleared them out or this one has not gotten it. Hello, birdie. There's a bird like right there. So I'm gonna do this quick hunting, probably get some gas, and then go back home and knock out all the reviews that I started yesterday. And that'll be fun. Yeah. Sweat face. Target was a bust, so I'm just going home. I got my Alpha. I'm good. That's all I really wanted from today. If I found anything else, it was gonna be worth it. Target has new stuff, but nothing crazy. The one I went to the other day had a lot more. But I did find out something interesting just now from my friend who works here. So for the longest time, you could not find good limited edition NECA stuff. So the Ninja Turtle 2-packs, things like that, you were lucky if you found them, and that's whenever they kind of came back around. But for the most part, things like Rocksteady Bebop, never ever seen on shelves around here. And I found out from him, the reason why was there was a guy impersonating the NECA rep, would come in, go in the back of the store, basically have the cases opened up, or if there was anything on the shelf, take everything. Literally, just take it. Not like purchasing. Take it, said, okay, cool, I gotta go take this to another store. And he was going to Targets, Walmarts, all over the place for a long time, until he finally got a hold of NECA proper and gave him the description and the name. They're like, no, that guy does not work for us, never has. And so they eventually had to wait for him to show up. It wasn't this store, it was the one in the Woodlands that he finally showed up. And he's like, hey, let me run through your stuff. And they're like, let's see an ID. Where's your badge? Oh, I'm new. I don't have a badge yet. Okay, so who's your boss? No, I can't. Okay, well, let's go ahead and call management and talk to it. No, there's no need. I'll do it. That's fine. I'll call them. No, we'll call them. How about that? And then eventually they caught him. You know, I mean, I don't think there was any way to like persecute him or anything, even though that is 100% theft and fraud. I don't know if it went to that level, but at least it was stopped, and that's why we can at least find some NECA stuff here. But apparently, other than that, they still have issues with reps, like the real ones. And apparently that's the way it works with NECA stuff, because it's not distributed through major toy networks. It's actually done with the entertainment section. So if you're ever in a store, Walmart, Target, whatever, anything that's NECA related is usually near the electronics section, near the DVDs, or in the case of Target, near the books. And that's why, because those two things are tied together. For whatever reason, their licensing, everything else like that, doesn't get tied to toys. It gets tied to entertainment. And maybe that's because they're making things based off of figures, but I think that's also why Funko stuff is generally separated for the most part. Occasionally, like displays like Star Wars, Marvel, stuff like that will get put with the regular toys, but I think that's why. So that's the reason why for the longest period of time there was no NECA stuff here, with the exception of GameStop. And I bet that was just one of the ones that he wasn't after. So who knows? But I'm gonna head to the gas station, fill up my tank, because God knows what this week's gonna hold, and I'm gonna go ahead and put some gas in my car. Yep. Alright guys, so update to the update to the update. Actually, that's not even true. So I'm currently working on my Power Rangers shelf. I have a to the Zeo section. So I finished the MMPRs and I'm using the 3M or not 3M, but Gorilla Tape instead of the putty, because frankly the putty just eventually breaks down and doesn't do anything. This seems to be working fairly well. It's going to stick a little bit better, in theory. You know, if I can trust it to hold my lights up, I think I can use it to this. So I'm just cutting little strips in half, kind of, and sticking it to the bottom of the feet, and I'm rearranging it. Now it sticks a little bit better, so it's probably going to be a little, you know, moving them at a later date, probably going to be slightly more difficult, just slightly. But I need to get these done because like the In-Space Rangers are totally just trashed, and then everything else. And I think I'm going to try to reorganize it to get the Psycho Rangers on that shelf, so I have all of the things there, because of course I have the Psycho set over here. Still no word from Hasbro Pulse about my Psycho Green that got returned, even though, you know, I did a whole thing. I did, however, get a box. It's over there. I'll do an unboxing for that later. I did order a very expensive thing today as well, which I'm excited about. I will have to change my display. So what I'm doing here, I'm taking my lesser knife, and you can see I'm cutting strips, and I need 2 per Ranger to really keep them from moving. It's a little bit overkill, but in the case of some of these, if they have any room to fall, they're gonna fall. Oh, and I have 6 Rangers, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Let's get 5 here. Now, I did not get done. I got through the Lightning Collection Pink, so I've still got all the figures that are right down here, plus Yoda over there. He was next. So I'm just going back and forth between Lightning Collection and Black Series at the moment. And not to mention, of course, I did pick up, as you saw earlier, another Lightning Collection figure. So I'm just trying to get done what I can tonight. I don't really have to stop for dinner. I'm not super hungry. The wifey's working a little bit late, and she's got leftover pizza to eat, stuff like that. So if I need to eat something, I'll figure it out. But basically, I wanted to show what I'm doing here. So now I've got these kind of done here. So I'm going to start from the back. And let's see here. Let's put Blue Boy here at the back. Sorry, Rocky. So just coming down to the bottom of the feet here. Planting that. Now it's not perfect, but it does work. It sticks out just enough. But it has a slightly better bond than the other stuff did. The hard part is peeling the backing. There we go. So this isn't what I would not call this tape, so to speak. Whether it's called Gorilla Tape or not. I mean, it's like a pad of glue more than it is anything else. And it is really sticky, not gonna lie, so let's get that there. And you can see how stupid loose this ankle is. It actually turned 180 degrees, I didn't even notice. Okay, so let's do the next one. It's also really stretchy, for better or worse. So I'm gonna put this one on the heel instead of the toe. See if that changes anything. Like I said, I've already got the MMPR set, including green, white, and armored red done. Stay in there, little Zeo blaster or whatever the heck. I don't know. Part of me is considering, very lightly considering, going into the Lightning Collection for like Zeo and stuff like that. But I don't know, because that would give me the head sculpts of the replacement Rangers, Adam, Rocky, and Aisha. But then again, you know, I'm hoping they do Turbo sometime soon. So there we go. So we got some Gorilla Tape on the bottom of their feet. I was also reminded as I was doing this that I had some glue and stuff like that on the Gold Ranger's ankles and stuff to really try to keep them up, and it's like all gunked up here. So, and like there's a decent Gold Ranger now. Both, if you bought the SDCC version, you got the Jason, but if you buy the new one that's out, it's Trey. So the true Gold Ranger. This is sticking more to my finger than it is to the figure. So I gotta be careful with that. So that turned into a glob instead of what I needed it to do. I also gotta be careful that I don't set it down on anything after I do this. Okay, so that knife did not cut through enough. Okay, so once again, let's go for the heel. Spread that out a little bit. So it peels off fairly easy, but like if you don't cut deep enough, then it starts to stretch instead of breaking loose. It makes it get a little bit wonky, if I'm honest. Okay. So peel that. Okay, so that gives me red and blue, but I'm just gonna knock out the rest of these, and I know this is taking some time, and you know, so I've got some nice reviews of other things going on. And then I'll do a few more figures. Yoda was up next. That will allow me to put away those figures, and then start the next ones, and then things like that, so yay. What's up, guys? So it's Tuesday evening. I've been busy. We've got a bunch of stuff out there ready to go. I got the Ninja Turtle review filmed. I've got the Psycho Rangers out because they're next. So I've got those right there. I'm actually editing the vlogs from this past weekend, and I wanted to do a little bit of an update for everybody. So previously it was forecasted that both hurricanes, or at least tropical storms, are going to basically be heading to either side of where we live, and we're going to be like right in between. Turns out one of them just kind of hooked really hard east, and the other one is taking a very slow trek west. That's the one we now have to worry about. That's Hurricane Laura. Doesn't help that it's named after my ex. And it's hitting uncomfortably close. We're also forecasting it to be a major hurricane by the time it hits, so category 3. Now, mind you, we're decently inland. You know, we're a little bit further north of Houston, and their forecast currently shows the eye hitting east of us, like basically Louisiana, Texas border. But of course, you know, they're talking major damaging winds, massive storm surge, so anything along the coast is going to get trashed. They've already evacuated Galveston, or at least currently evacuating it, Bolivar Peninsula as well, which is, you know, alongside. Basically anywhere along the coastline, GTFO for your safety. They still don't know if it might still hook a little bit further east or west towards us. I expect it to. I'm just going to say it. I expect it to right at us. So they're seeing that basically it's going to hit super early or overnight Thursday morning, and basically be gone by like Thursday afternoon. It's going to be moving pretty quick, and it's going to be powerful. So unlike Harvey that parked on top of us for 3 days and just rained and rained and rained, there's going to be a lot of rain, a lot of wind, a whole lot of wind, and then just snowplow through, and then drop down to like a category 1, about 150 miles inland. That's still crazy to be a category 1 storm that far inland. And then it's just going to go off to the northeast. It's crazy. So, it might still be a strong storm, at least a very strong front by the time it gets to like the Northeast. They think it could even affect like Ohio and like Indiana, places like that. It'll go that far north in the Midwest, so to speak. So I expect that we won't be working on Thursday because it's going to get real scary around here around about the time I'm supposed to be working. I doubt any airplanes that land. I doubt that's going to happen. The airport's likely going to be shut down, which my job is completely dependent on the airport and things like that. So presumably for everyone's safety, they will not have us working on Thursday. So tomorrow I'm going to, as weird as it seems, I'm going to finish knocking out any and all reviews that I've got ready to go. I'm going to move stuff away from this window, at least the best that I can, just for protection's sake, stuff like that. Like I said, I expect it to get worse where we live. You know, they said that there's still small possibilities that it could destabilize a little bit early, weaken a little before it hits, and it could stay further east. I don't expect it to. I 100% do not expect it to stay east. I expect it to basically barrel right at Houston. And Galveston's going to take like the main brunt of it, which is, it's been a while since they took a direct hit from a powerful hurricane. So, but it's also very interesting that it's following almost the exact same track of the storm from 1900, which was literally a monumental storm. Wiped out almost all of Galveston, just devastated things, made us rethink how we deal with coastal or Gulf storms. So this one, you know, we have the modern technology, we have a whole lot of benefits to, you know, having over 100 years of experience now in technology, but it's still going to be a thing that happens. So trying to keep my anxiety in check right now. We've been through storms like this before. You know, it's a lot of wind. It's going to knock down trees. It's going to knock down power lines. You know, it just depends on where it goes. They're evacuating a lot of the areas that are right in the path. Like they're moving people to like Dallas, stuff like that, because they know they've got a couple days. So they're getting everybody out that they can. So it is what it is. I don't know where people from Louisiana are going. I know where people from the coastline and stuff like that and the east side of Texas are going north and west. If we could, I would definitely head a bit west, head like towards Austin or San Antonio. But part of me is like, I don't really want to abandon home, you know, unless it was a real monumental threat, and just kind of deal with it, I guess. But I gotta get back to work on reviewing stuff. I want to get the last two things that I need to review done, you know, the 2 Power Ranger sets, get everything just kind of set up and chill. Like I said, I'm editing the vlog. I might tack this on the end of that vlog just to get it done. So, but everybody stay safe. You know, this might come out before, I don't know just yet. So we'll see what happens. But just take care, guys.